Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Just a simple play, get the speedster on the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play, at least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. With the catch, it's Hardy. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they can get off.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. UMass will line up to punt it away.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To give out of the gun. Got room to work. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just Couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Got his man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 4. First down for the offense.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. UMass will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback empties his backfield. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
Makes the grab. It's Terry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the toss. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up.
It's a seam wide open at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense changing the play. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Coleman. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. Touchdown, Missouri! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
Missouri, UMass, 0.
Out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UMass offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Harding. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Jordan. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. 2nd half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Missouri trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Jordan. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Trying to get the corner. Finds a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Adkins.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
That's caught. It's Anderson. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quick completion on the out route. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through the progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by just 2 to Oregon. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2.
He's got it! Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jordan. Snagged out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UMass.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of...
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Here comes the heat. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had any nowhere to go in this one. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Jordan. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse...
Oh, a lot of space. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Looking for a man, it's Jordan. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UMass will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks.
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to do...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film. So many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of... on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on... And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team out fast, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.